Hello, my name is Ruth Suarez, and today I will be discussing the difference between PowerPoint and Google Slides. Hopefully by the end of this video, we can decide which one is better to use. So I will begin by explaining the pricing, the accessibility, the pros and cons, the easy to use for teachers first, for PowerPoint, and then I will continue with Google Slides. So for PowerPoint, I personally have been using it since, for the longest time, since I was a student. So the only thing about PowerPoint, the pricing, is that it comes in a bundle with Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, OneNote, and like the stuff like that. It is free online, but only if you have Wi-Fi and internet like that. So, I mean, I can see the problem that it would pose as far as pricing, because it is a little bit expensive, because you have to pay for the Office 365, and for the home, the Office 365 home, it is $99.99 a year for 6 users and $9.99 a month for 6 users, and that is PC or Mac, so you can use both of those. For the one user, however, it is $69.99 a year and $6.99 a month. So you do have to pay for those things, and you have to download it to your computer if you don't want to be using internet, which I think it's kind of helpful, because it, like, say you don't have your you don't have any internet and you need to be working on homework and you have to do an assignment, you don't have to be waiting to be around Wi-Fi or things like that. But I feel like that is more geared towards teachers than it is for students. The pros and cons about it, though, the pros is that it is better for teachers. Like, if you're a teacher, when I'm a teacher, I probably will use PowerPoint better, because it has better animations, it has more settings, more tools that you can use. You make it more interesting for your students to pay attention because of the animations it has, and the tools that it has. It can also be used online, but honestly, I can see how that can be a problem for some students. However, you can use it online, and I know that the only problem with that is that you cannot download it to your phone. It's only available for the apps, are only available for Androids. I've actually tried downloading an app, but you have to pay for it as well, and you have to be connected to other things, and it's a little bit more complicated, and I feel like that is more for like an adult kind of person that would use it, because it has a more professional look to it. And if me as a teacher would be using it, I would be using it for, like, say I had a meeting or something and I wanted to make a presentation. It is more professional, it is more crisp, it has better animations, it has better tools that you can use, as well as templates. So it is easier for teachers to use, and because I'm saying from experience. However, the only thing is that you need to be careful with the animations and colors, because you can go a little bit crazy, because it has so many that you can overdo it sometimes. So you have to be a little bit careful with that. So as far as usage and using it, I feel like if you were more experienced and you knew what you were doing, you can use that easily. As far as classroom applications, it has, like I said, has more animations, and it keeps students more attentive to your lesson. And it has like this it's called the backroom kind of thing, where you can have it displayed and make a little bit of changes and do certain little things and have notes on there, so you know what you're doing. And however, the accessibility for lower income families is not good unless you use it online. Like I said, the price is, like, if you're using for one person, is $69.99 a year and $6.99 a month. So you do have to pay for it. So that's the only down part about it. you can use it online. And I know that it is kind of hard because, you know, if you're thinking about Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi, if you don't have that, and usually lower income families don't have, you know, money to be spending it on Wi-Fi and things like that. So you could use it. However, you can use it like at a cafe. You know, Wi-Fi is almost free everywhere. You can use it at the library. I know some schools have libraries, so I feel like you could be able to use it there. There's also the county library. I know that Garland County has access to Wi-Fi and computers, so you can use it there if that's a problem or anything, you know. But I mean, it's kind of a, if you're lower income and you don't really have Wi-Fi, it's kind of hard to almost do anything, pretty much. But I mean, I know some have phones and stuff, so I mean, there are places that you can go where you can access the internet or online. But I feel like Microsoft Word and all those things like PowerPoint and stuff like that um, are better used when it's downloaded. So that's the only down part about that. Um, Now I will be talking about the Google Slides. So I know that certain schools have Chromebooks, and I know that they offer that and that they're free online. So you would only mostly use Google Slides online. It is easy to use. Um, it has ways to share it where people can edit and work together and have options to, and you can share it with people. You can see who can edit it, you can put who can comment on it, who can view it. So honestly, I feel like that is more geared towards students, and so that they can work together. So like I said, the whole Wi-Fi thing, you would only have to be using it online. I know that you can download the apps, which is amazing. You can download the apps to your phone, and if you have a Google account, which is completely free, you can go on your phone and or tablet or whatever you have. You have you can download the app, and so you can be working anywhere. Like if you're on your phone, I know that a lot of phones have like data and stuff like that, so you could work on it on your phone, and you can edit things, you can share it with people, you can put it towards, like if you have a group assignment, you can, you know, you can do that, you can share it, and you can, as a teacher, you can see who has done what, or you can see, like if you're a student, you can see who has written what, who has done what part of the assignment and stuff like that. It's great. I think that is more geared towards students, and I feel like that would be a better use for it. For classroom application, it has, let me see, it is more geared towards assignments. I wouldn't really say like teachers would preferably use PowerPoint, I think, in that area. I mean, you can use Google Slides if you want. It has, however, less animations and things to make it interesting for your students. So as far as that, that's the only thing that I kind of feel like PowerPoint is much better for that. The pros and cons about Google Sites is that it's better for students. That is a pro. And of the ability to use as a group, it can access from many devices as long as it has internet. You don't need to wait to be around a computer to use it. The cons about it is you need to have access to the internet, and it does not have as many animations as PowerPoint, and it has less tools that you can use. It can be a little confusing if you've been using PowerPoint for most of your student life, like I have. I mean, I'm speaking from experience. I recently started using Google Slides, and I didn't really like it as much. I feel like as a teacher, I wouldn't really like it as much, just because there's some things that were missing that I thought. But as far as like student wise, I think it's perfect, especially like lower grade levels and even high school. You know, it's better for them. As far as classroom application, I said it was geared toward that. The accessibility for poor parents or lower income families. Some schools have Chromebooks, though they can be taken out of the school. I know that. I know that for a fact. Some schools don't really let you take out or your Chromebooks or whatever. Well, there is the library where it is free Wi-Fi. So I feel like if you were lower income, you would have to be constantly at the library. So it's kind of like the same problem that we face, is that if you do not have Wi-Fi or things like that, you would be having to go somewhere else to work on it. So in conclusion, I have decided that PowerPoint is better for teachers because of how professional it looks and all the tools that it has. And Google Slides is better for students if you want to share with your instructor, and you know, it's easier to send. I know that PowerPoint does have like an option where you can share it through email, but you can only access it if you have the Microsoft Office. So that's the only problem. So PowerPoint is better for teachers and Google Slides is better for students. So I hope this has been enlightening, I guess you can say, as far as like these two websites and products, I guess. And have a wonderful afternoon.